Hello everyone. So we have moved on to the next pattern. So in this pattern, if you can see, the line over here is in the backward direction. That is the hypotenuse line is in the backward direction. Well, why do we need these backward direction lines or the forward direction? You have already got that in your sessions, that why do we need these hypotenuse lines, right? So initially, let us calculate the value of I and j, that is for the rows and for the columns. So I value is 5 and j's value is again 5, right? So if we can check it out, the hypotenuse in this triangle forming is in the backward direction, and if it is in the backward direction, it means that the equation will be something like this, that is j minus I. Now if it is j minus I, let us calculate the points. J minus I, 0 minus 0 is 0, 1 minus 1 is 0, 2 minus 2 is 0, 3 minus 3 is 0, and 4 minus 4 is 0. It means it should be something like equal to 0. But because I have to print all of the asterisks that are lying below this line, definitely I have to write the statement that is less or equal to 0. Therefore, all these asterisks below this hypotenuse line will get printed. Right? Hope you guys have understood the logic. Let us now move on to the coding section. So over here, I will be taking some variables. Say for example, I is equal to, well, I do not need to. We can directly move on to the loop, and in the loop as well, I will just work on it. So I have taken I is equal to 5. Then again, I will be taking j. J is less or equal to 5. I will be writing the condition j minus I is less or equal to 0. If this condition is true, I will be doing what? I will be printing the asterisk. Else, I will be printing the space. After the for loop, I will be printing a new line. Let me just show you. That's correct. Well, how does this work actually? Let us get to the example. So over here, I know I have taken a variable I and I have taken the variable j, and I have also gone for the equation j minus I less or equal to 0. Correct? So let us now move once. So if I is 0, initially the j will be 0. We know that when it is for the first row only, the row executes one time and the column executes all of the times, right? So if I is equal to 0, j will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, correct? And all the times the I will be 0. Next time when I will be equal to 1, that is we have shifted to the next row, j will be 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 again. So this time always the I will be 1. Let us now see how this equation will work. J minus I, that is 0 minus 0, is less or equal to 0. Is the condition true or false? 0 minus 0 is 0 definitely, and 0 is equal to 0. So the condition is true. If the condition is true, we have to print a single asterisk, which has been printed. Done. Now 0 for the next equation. It is 0 minus 1 is less or equal to 0. 0 minus 1 will be equal to minus 1, correct? And minus 1 is less or equal to 0. That is not true. It is false. Move on to the next. Therefore, if it is false, we have to print what? Space. Therefore, the space is being printed over here. For the next equation, 0 minus 2 is less or equal to 0 again. Is the condition true? No, because 0 minus 2 will be minus 2. Therefore, this condition is also false. If the condition is false, it will be printing space. Again, 0 minus 3 is less or equal to 0. The condition is false. For the next one, 0 minus 4 is less or equal to 0. The condition is true or false? It is again false. Therefore, only one time the asterisk has been printed and the 4 times the spaces has been printed. Okay. After that, we have said SOP, that is a new line should be inserted. Therefore, a new line should be inserted over here. Again, 1 minus 0 now. Calculate the values. 1 minus 0 is less or equal to 0. 1 minus 0 is equal to 1. Right? Right. Right. We have written the statement like this. We have to print j minus I. So it should be 0 minus 1. And above as well, it should be 1 minus 0. So 1 minus 0 is 1. That is correct. 2 minus 0 is 2. 3 minus 0 is 3. 4 minus 0 is 4. Again, the conditions have been false. So coming back to this over here, 0 minus 1 is minus 1. Minus 1 is less or equal to 0. That is, condition is true. Therefore, it will print an asterisk over here. Again, 1 minus 1 is less or equal to 0. That is true because 1 minus 1 is what? 0. So the condition is true. Next, move on over here. 2 minus 1 is less or equal to 0. 2 minus 1 is 1. And 1 is neither less than nor equal to 0. Therefore, the condition is false. And it will print space over here. Again, 3 minus 1 is less or equal to 0. The condition is false. For more, 4 minus 1 is less or equal to 0. The condition is false. So every time the condition will be false, the spaces will be printed, and every time the conditions will be true, the asterisks will be printed. Hope you guys have understood the concept for this pattern. Thank you very much.